Welcome to the first all-wrestling podcast here at www.GameDropZone.com. We are here on the eve of the WWE Royal Rumble. Matthew Kershaw is going to run through all the events leading up to the January 25th pay-per-view. So prepare for the Dropkick.
Hello and welcome to a new format for the Dropkick, what is now a podcast for wrestling, where we'll talk about the upcoming pay-per-views for both Raw, WWE and NXT, I guess. We're not going to cover any, Japan stuff or indie stuff. This was once a written piece on the website, and I very quickly, I forgot about the TLC pay-per-view, and I haven't written it up, so we're now redoing it in audio form. I'm joined by Kyle Shimon.
You are indeedy.
I am. You don't watch Raw or SmackDown or anything, do you? So you don't know the build-ups for the pay-per-views?
No, basically I've just got the network, obviously, so I'm about a month behind all Raws, and I'm not going to stay up until 3 in the morning or whatever to use Sky to find them, so I'm basically relying on you.
I'm dumb enough to do that, yeah. The written pieces were more focused on, actual wrestling fans, so I guess they couldn't really be enjoyed by anyone else.
I had no idea what was happening.
But now that I have you here, I can explain everything that's built up to the pay-per-views, which should help out for anybody who's not watched wrestling before.
Yeah. And me. So, seriously, I'm not going to keep up with that shit.
Right, so the upcoming pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble this Sunday. Where do you want to start in it? Do you want to start at the bottom and work our way up to the main events, or...?
Yeah, sounds about right. That's what they're going to do.
Well, there's a lot of filler on the card, I'm not going to talk about the New Day against Cesaro, Kid and Rose, or, the Ascension versus the New Age Outlaws.
Right, well, let's first the Ascension. I've seen them in one match. They dress like Sith Lords. They have, face paint. But, I don't know, they didn't blow me away. What is their whole shtick?
They were in NXT for a while, and they were, an amazing tag team. And now they've been called up to the main roster, and they decided to throw them up there with face paint and 80s style shoulder pads and stuff, and they cut promos about how they're better than all the old 80s tag teams
Is that why they're going up against old people?
No, they got buried on Monday Night Raw, and now they're against the New Age Outlaws for some stupid reason. It's really dumb.
Wrestling usually is.
A tag match that I was interested in for a while, but now I realise it's another just repeat, is the Usos versus Miz and Mizdow for the Tag Team Championship.
How many, there's not that many tag teams in the WWE proper, is there really? There's only really them and Stardust and Goldust.
Yeah.
They're, all I've seen week in and week out, because I watched a few of the Raws, but...
Yeah, I don't like the Usos, that's the thing. They're just boring. It's every one of their matches is the same thing. They just get in all of their spots. It's suicide dive to the outside. Super kick, Samoan splash. 1, 2, 3, win.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed the one match, a couple of matches I've seen, but you're right. It does seem very samey.
And, like I said, I've been getting back into wrestling since WrestleMania. And I've watched the same match with the Usos in every time, no matter who they're against, for the past, 9-10 months, so it just gets so boring after a while.
Yeah, they are.
But,
I don't know, I watched The Miz the other day, Mizdow, I guess, and The Miz was just sitting by the side of the ring chatting, and they seemed way more interesting. How do they actually... Does it, in a tag fight, do they ever patch out, or is it just The Miz doing everything?
The whole point with The Miz and Mizdow is... The Miz, at one point, was the Intercontinental Champion, and he lost it, and then he got it again, and then he lost it again. And then they kind of he decided to get a stunt double because he's this big movie star. That's his whole gimmick, I guess, that he...
Wasn't he in the Marine 4, was it?
Yeah, but they're kind of, crappy WWE movies, but he plays up that he's some famous star like Brad Pitt and stuff like that. And that he needed his own stunt double, so he got Damien Sandow, who's now Damien Mizdow. And at first, Mizdow would be the one doing all the fighting, while Miz just sat there and did nothing. And then the crowd started to love Mizdow more than Miz, And so now Miz, fights the matches and he doesn't tag Mizdow in. but people still love Mizdow, who just sits on the outside, taking the same bumps. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
They are both confirmed to be in the Royal Rumble, and I'm really hoping that Miz, gets thrown out, and then Mizdow just chucks himself out to eliminate himself, like Miz.
Yeah.
Because that would be great. or he turns around and says no, and that's how they, break them up, so they start feuding.
Oh,
they're great.
Then they lose their luster, don't they?
Yeah, that's the thing, people love Mizdow because he's so funny, just being the Miz's stunt double, and I think if they broke that up, people would start losing interest in him.
Was Damien Sandow, notable before this?
I don't know, I stopped watching wrestling for a couple of years, only came back around WrestleMania 30, and he was just kind of nobody. He won the Money in the Bank contract one year, and then he of course lost and failed to cash in against Cena.
Yeah, of course.
But, I don't know much about Mizdow before he was Mizdow, unfortunately.
Alright, so sorry, where were we before I interrupted you about the Ascension's cool clothing?
I was just going to talk about this tag match, because this is the only notable match on the card other than the two main events.
Alright, let's go into that then.
There's the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, which up until a few weeks ago was going to be Brock Lesnar, who was the champion, against John Cena. John Cena won the belt at Money in the Bank last year, after the belt was vacated by Daniel Bryan because he had to go in for neck surgery, and the Authority didn't want John Cena to be the champion. So then they pitted Brock Lesnar against John Cena at SummerSlam in the most one-sided fight I've ever seen, where Brock Lesnar just destroyed John Cena for 20 minutes and then pinned him to win. Cena got his rematch at Night of Champions, where it looked like he was about to defeat Lesnar after 3 AAs, but then Seth Rollins came in, interrupted the match, and got disqualified, in which, he got Brock Lesnar disqualified because he tagged John Cena, but titles can't change due to disqualification, so Brock Lesnar's still the champion.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins curb stomped Brock Lesnar and looked like he was about to cash in, which is super cool.
And at all. Seth Rollins seems kind of scrawny and shitty every time I've seen him.
But that's just it. It was such a surprise. He just curb stomps Brock Lesnar, runs down and tries to cash in his briefcase, and then John Cena stops him. So then Cena and Seth Rollins have feuded for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And then there was a whole thing where the Authority lost power, and Seth Rollins basically got the Authority back in power, and the only person that could do that was John Cena, so he basically blackmails John Cena into getting the Authority back.
Yeah. I think that's what I watched, was him begging John Cena.
So then, because Seth Rollins managed to get the Authority back in power, they decided to put Seth Rollins in the match at the Royal Rumble, despite Seth Rollins having the Money in the Bank briefcase, which gives him a title shot whenever and wherever he wants. So basically, at the Royal Rumble, there's a chance that Brock Lesnar could still win the match, but then Seth Rollins could cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase and then continue the match against Brock Lesnar on his own.
Alright. Do you think that's likely?
Which is... based on what I've heard online, I don't think that's likely, but I really want that to happen. I don't want John Cena to win. No. I think that Brock Lesnar will win this match, but at the same time, I kind of want Seth Rollins to cash it in, because it would be amazing.
Yeah.
But, whoever's the champion here will be in the main event for WrestleMania against whoever wins the Royal Rumble match, which is the other main event at this pay-per-view.
Yeah, so explain a bit about what the actual Royal Rumble itself is.
The Royal Rumble is a yearly thing, and it basically signals the start of the WrestleMania season within WWE, where it's 30 guys, it's 30 guys in total. 2 guys will start out in the ring at numbers 1 and 2, and then every 90 seconds, another superstar will come down the ramp and join the fight, until all 30 men have entered the ring. You can be eliminated by being thrown over the top rope, and that's essentially it.
Alright, so I suspect we'll find some, how big do you reckon it'll get? Because how many wrestlers can you fit in the ring at once? Because presumably every 90 seconds, if they can last that long, they could just keep stacking up.
There's been a lot, I mean, on, like, SmackDowns or Raws, there have been, like, 30-men Battle Royals, which is 30 guys in the ring, starting in the ring at the same time.
That's insane.
So you can have a lot of people in there, like, there was the Andre the Giant Battle... The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 30, and I don't know how many people were in that match, but there was, like, a lot of people in there.
Yeah. Seems insane.
And there's only been, like, maybe 15 to 19 superstars that have been confirmed to be in the Royal Rumble, but every year there are, like, you know, surprise entrants of, like, old legends that come back, and they're never gonna win, but they're just there as, like, a surprise. Or, like, I think it was last year, JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler all entered at one point, only to be eliminated seconds later. There are a lot of joke entries, but there's only, like, maybe 3 or 4 guys that, you know, they probably have a good chance at winning.
Do you expect Sting to make an entrance?
No, I don't expect Sting to make an entrance. At first I thought they were keeping him, like, you know, a surprise. Like, he turned up at Survivor Series to cost the Authority a chance at winning that match. Yeah. And then the Authority lost that match, lost power, came back in power, and then last Monday Night Raw, Sting appeared again and helped John Cena win by distracting the Authority. So, I mean, now the Authority are back, there's a good chance that Sting will show up more. I mean, I've heard rumours, like, when Sting was first announced to join WWE, there were rumours that, oh, it's going to be Sting versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 31. But the way they're building it up now, it looks like it's going to be Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania 31.
That sounds cool too. I mean, I first saw him in an interview with, I think it was Stone Cold was doing like a press conference for the WWE 2K15 game.
Yeah.
And he was very much talking up the idea of going against The Undertaker as the match to end all matches.
Yeah, that's apparently everybody's dream match because they've never faced each other, because Sting was super into WCW and was there until the end, until that died out, and Undertaker's been like WWE's top guy for a long time.
Yeah, the Sting was one of the wrestlers I had lots of figures off. I don't really remember anything off him wrestling, but he was certainly there.
I've never seen him wrestle. I mean, he was in TNA for a long time, and I've never seen anything of him, like any of his wrestling matches. I've seen like clips of YouTube being like TNA being as bad as everybody says it is, where he's like, he tried to do the Scorpion Death Drop move onto a chair and misses and smashes his own head into the chair. So I've not actually seen him wrestle. I've just seen like stupid parts of TNA with him in it.
I can't say if he's any good. He's just, I don't know, a childhood figure along with Triple H.
Yeah, but that's like the only notable thing about the Royal Rumble. I mean, there's, like I said, the New Day versus Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and Adam Rose, which is...
I can't wait.
Yeah, that's super dumb. And then you've got like the Bella Twins versus Natalya and Paige, which again I don't have any interest in.
Can't wait.
This isn't going to be a good pay-per-view. I'm only there for the main events and the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, good. That means a lot of fast-forwarding the next day for me. Cut out this matches.
Yeah, because you're not going to watch it live.
No, I'm not staying up for that.
I'm gonna have to put up with like maybe an hour and a half of just filler until the heavyweight championship match, and then an hour of the Royal Rumble, which should be great.
Yeah. Is that how long it'll last, you reckon? Like an hour? I guess it will, won't it, if it's every 90 seconds?
I don't know. I mean, they've got a long time to kill. I mean, they've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 matches for that pay-per-view.
Yeah. Jesus.
Which isn't, a lot.
It's going to be so much filler.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're mad.
This is the confirmed card I'm looking at as well. It's not like, subject to change. It's like, no, Thursday Night SmackDown was last night. And they confirmed, like, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback in the Rumble. And then that was it. So there's not going to be any surprise, like, announcements.
Well, so long as Ziggler's there. I mean, who cares? I'll keep the hour entertaining.
It's dumb. Like, Ziggler was the Intercontinental Champion, and then Bad News Barrett came back from injury, and he won the championship, and then Dolph Ziggler was fired late at that Raw. So I don't know why Ziggler can't go for the Intercontinental Championship back at this pay-per-view.
Yeah. So is Barrett good? Because he's been out a while, hasn't he?
Wade Barrett's really good. I love him.
Yeah. I assume he'll be in the Rumble, will he? Or is he still, like, dying?
He is in the Rumble. the only notable people in the Rumble that have been confirmed is, like, Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, Eric Rowan, like, and then there's people like, you know, Bad News Barrett, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, fucking baby girl Roman Reigns.
You mean the Centurion?
Daniel Bryan. Yep, the Centurion. Or a soldier, depending on what, like, time period card you get.
I think it's like the Centurion or like the Hero of Troy or something dumb like that. Hold on, I'll look it up. I have it on my phone. But yeah, carry on.
Fucking... Stardust is going to be in the Rumble too.
Damn right.
Miz, like, you know, Damien Mizdow, Goldust. Fucking Big Show for some reason. Same with Kane.
When I saw him last, he looked really sad. He was talking about, like, somebody had called him a bully or something. I think it was Eric Rowan. And so, like, the match was just, like,
oh,
really
that was
depressing.
Before TLC. Yeah. Oh my god, Big Show, why? But then there's, like, a lot of filler in the main Rumble match, whether you've got people like Diego and Fernando, the Los Matador people in there, or, like, Fandango and Justin Gabriel. It's like, I don't see why. Well, I guess you gotta have some people in there to just job the match.
Just for reference, it's the Hound of Justice is the secondary skin for Roman Reigns in WWE Immortals.
Is it just him wearing the shield attire?
He just looks like he's from, like, the Brad Pitt Troy film. He literally looks like Brad Pitt from that film. But with way more beard. But yeah, sorry, carry on.
That's it. That's all that's been planned for the Rumble.
Well, you know, I'm looking forward to it. The Rumble itself seems really cool.
That's all I'm there for. Like, I wish based on how bad the Rumble was last year, like, everybody wanted Daniel Bryan to win it, and he wasn't even confirmed to be in there. Everyone was waiting for number 30 and for Daniel Bryan to come out, and after number 29 came out, there was, like, a solid 90 seconds of everybody chanting yes, waiting for Daniel Bryan.
It was number 30.
And then, and then the countdown, it's like 3, 2, 1. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Fucking Rey Mysterio runs out. And then there was like 5 minutes of booing from the crowd the entire rest of the pay-per-view.
Well, that's not fair.
And then fucking Batista won.
That's really dumb.
It is, but then WWE realised the mistake and put Daniel Bryan into the main event of WrestleMania.
I don't think Rey Mysterio was a mistake.
But everybody wanted Bryan, that's the thing. Yeah. It's like, I used to like Mysterio as a kid, but it's like, this Royal Rumble, Daniel Bryan's definitely going to be in it. We don't know when he's going to be, we don't know if he's going to win, because fucking baby girl's in there. Yeah. If they make the mistake and don't have Daniel Bryan win this thing, it's going to be a riot.
Is that what your prediction is? Daniel Bryan winning?
No, my prediction's Roman Reigns, because WWE don't know what people want.
That's pretty depressing, actually. But do you want them to give you what you want all the time, or... You know, you kind of want a little bit of hate in there.
No, but nobody wants Roman Reigns, because he's not ready yet.
It's also kind of boring.
That's the thing.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's like, the whole Vince McMahon thing, where it's like, you don't know what you want, I know what you want. Fucking Roman Reigns wins. That's my prediction.
Great.
Go on then, as somebody who doesn't watch wrestling, who do you think, right, go for the matches, the Usos versus Miz and Mizdow, who do you think's winning that?
Well, I would like Miz, obviously, but I don't know. Probably the Usos, I guess? Maybe? I have no idea where their standing is.
I think the Usos will win that, and then in the Rumble match, Mizdow will refuse to throw himself over the top rope and break up the tag team, and those two will feud.
Oh no, don't make that happen.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Maybe. That's depressing.
Do you care about the Bella Twins versus Natalya and Paige? Who's going to win that?
Paige, because you say she's cool, so let's go for her.
She's awesome. All right, the New Day versus Tyson Kidd, Cesaro,
Tyson
and
Kidd and Cesaro. The New Day can't win that. Can they? Can they really?
Well, no. No, yes they will, because Cesaro's on the other team and Vince hates Cesaro.
Yeah, but Tyson Kidd, he's got, like, cute cats and stuff. I actually really like Tyson Kidd, just so you know.
The Ascension versus the New Age Outlaws.
I don't give a fuck who wins that. I don't even know who the New Age Outlaws are. Like, at least I've seen the Ascension.
Moving on. Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Seth Rollins, who's winning?
John Cena.
Kyle's bold prediction.
John
Cena. Do you think, alright, John Cena, do you think Seth Rollins will cash in or not?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably not.
No, you got to have a yes or no.
Or maybe tries,
right.
but can't for whatever reason, so no.
Okay. And then the Royal Rumble match. Who do you think's going to win?
I have no idea. Probably Roman Reigns, based off our conversation previously.
Yeah, alright then. They're your predictions.
Yeah, it's not what I want, though. It's not what I want.
Well, that's WWE in a nutshell.
Well, I think that's a good point for us to wrap this up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The Rumble's in 2 days?
Yep, it'll be on...
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll have a post-show podcast up as well, shortly after the Royal Rumble.
I'm going to watch it live on the network. You're going to watch it like a day later.
Can't wait. Are you going to make notes? We're going to have accurate notes? Minutes?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you've seen the notes for the TLC pay-per-view. They're still up there that I haven't edited.
I saw a lot of block capitals with like, this is not to go in it and stuff. It was really rough. It was really rough.
That's what this is going to be.
Yeah, I can't wait. Alright, so...
That was the newly revamped Dropkick.
Adios.
Ciao.